Hey there, everybody. It's time for another In the Dock with Jeff. I'm Jeff from Road Warrior Entrepreneurs, and little bit of a shameless plug today, I think. So I just got done recording a class for our private community, Road Warrior Entrepreneurs, and it was all about morning routines. I do a specific thing that I teach in that class, but I'm wondering, what kind of routines do you guys have out there? I'm really curious. Our jobs as drivers, and especially as entrepreneurs, business owners, there's got to be some routine, things that you do all the time, every day, that just make the day all that much better, more productive, more profitable for you. A lot of times we don't really think about the routine. We do the same thing day in and day out, but we don't think of it as, dare I say, habit. That's one of those things that we really should think about. What are our habits? What do we do every day that keep us in the game, that keep us moving forward, that keep us in the black, especially in a market like we're having today? You've heard me say it before. Things aren't great in the trucking industry, but people are surviving. I'm surviving. I know a lot of people in our community that are doing okay. They're not making the millions, but they're still rolling. They're not falling behind on payments or anything like that. So that takes some discipline and some habit to accomplish in a down market like this. It is possible. I want you to know. I know that a lot of people are starting to get really iffy about the business. I see a lot of negativity out there on the social medias. I just don't have that negativity, man. I gotta tell you, and I can attribute that to my daily habits, the things that I do to stay rolling, the communication, the with my carrier, the relationships that I've built have made all the difference here. And so I'm just not one of those negative Nancys. I won't tell you that things are great. That would be a lie. So no, I'm not going to tell you that. But those of us that have been around a while, we've been through a couple of these downturns. Man, I got to tell you, if you could just survive, just get yourself in that survival mode, build this bedrock of habits, these things that you do to stay in the business now, they're going to serve you so well when things turn around. The first one that hit me was back in 2008. You guys remember the housing crisis and all that stuff. And boy, I had to get really, really focused on how I buy fuel, how fast I drive, things like that, to try and lower my cost so that I could just stay in business during that one. Then things turned around, and you know what? I still kept those habits. So as things started getting better, I just started making more and more money because I'd learned those good habits when I was in survival mode. That served me so much better even when things turned around. The worst thing I think that a person can do is survive something like this and then go back to old habits like, fuel's not that expensive anymore, so forget it. I'm just going to go back to the way I was doing things. Man, think about the spread in the margin there. And by what I mean by that is the difference in the money that you would make. If you kept those old habits through the good times that you learned in the bad times, think about all that profit that you can make during those years that are really good. And you can set that aside. And so when the next one hits, you're not going to be in such a crunch. You'll have some savings. You'll have you'll have a good little cushion there that you can survive some of the worst markets and not worry about things like your house, your car, or whatever you owe money on. So that's what I got today. Habits are a passion of mine. If you're interested in the class, again, shameless plug, go to RWE, go to that was interesting. Go to rwedrive.com where you can sign up and join the community. We have classes, we have trainings, and we have the community that we can get support from and get ideas from. If you're really feeling that things are going completely south on you, it's great to have a community that you can reach out and talk to guys that have been through this before, and how did they survive the last one and how are they doing this time, rather than listening to all that negativity on the socials. Build yourself a little community. We have one for you. Go check it out. And until next time, keep the rubber side down and get in those comments, guys. Give us the thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. Let us know, what are some habits that have served you well through both good times and bad? That's what we'd like to discuss today. I'm out.